right off the bat, how was your offseason, Merrill, getting ready for this year? Also saw first pitch yesterday, ASU. How's the squad look?
I think the squad's looking good. Willie was saying they got a little more pitching this year, which I think they've been looking forward to. I think they've been searching for, so they're off to a good start. They won last night. My first pitch was terrible. I spiked the crap out of it, but it's good to see those guys. Good to see Willie getting off to a good start.
I mean, that's what they say. This is the time of year to work on things, right? Maybe working on some depth, shape, what have you. No harm, no foul. Eduardo, for you, just kind of let people know here, what was your offseason like? When did you start to ramp up again? I know that you're really excited and eager to kind of get things going here in 25.
I mean, I was the first one to get to blow a tire last year, so I was the first who was in the injury list last year. So this offseason just been working on get ready, on getting all my body ready for the season, workout, running, throwing, everything. So I'm feeling great to be here in spring training, and I hope to hold the team as much as I can this year.
Absolutely. Before we get to our next question here, if you guys have questions, look for Sienna and Sierra out in the concourse. This is more for you guys than it certainly is for me, so we want to hear what the fans have to say. But, Zac, big offseason for you. I'm surprised you're not donning more green because you've just been emanating fly, Eagles, fly the last week. I guess the floor is yours. What would you like to say?
No, I had my fun for a couple of days, and then Wednesday got some junk from some fellow teammates. So I said, all right, I'll put it to bed. But yeah, it's. I mean, I'm still wearing a little bit of green. So yeah, it's been a good last few days with the Eagles winning the Super Bowl.
And then Gabby, it's great to see you. I'm not sure if everyone knows this. Yesterday, Valentine's Day, was your 25th birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Did you get a nice gift from your family? I mean, how's it been? I know your daughter was born. What has the last few months, even few hours, been like for you? I think she's got your audio.
Yep. Thank you, guys. So happy to have 25. And Hero gave me a cake, so thank you, Hero. And I ate it with my family, and it was good.
And before we go to you guys here, I just, for Merrill, we'll go with you first. Zac, kind of you guys, because you're the longest tenured guys on this pitching staff. But to kind of see the outlook of this team, the additions that were made, just what is your level of enthusiasm, maybe given some of the years prior, knowing how much has been invested into winning this season?
Yeah, I mean, anytime we add any type of starter, but especially, sorry, this is bugging me. Anytime we add any type of starter, it makes us a lot better. But if we add a guy like Corbin, it makes us a whole lot better. Anytime you can put a guy at the front of the rotation whose track record is the way that it is exciting for us. You know, I think our bullpen, like you touched on over the last 5-6 years, I think has been an emphasis on improvement. I think that's kind of been one of our Achilles heels going into the seasons, and I think we're finally at a place now where our bullpen, I can say our bullpen is really, really good. So I think you add the starting rotation along with the improvements that we made in the bullpen. You know, we're still improving. We just signed Kendall Graveman, which when he's healthy, he's really, really good as well. So I think just excitement and looking forward to seeing everything that this staff can be, I think kind of sums it up.
And Zac, where does this season, at least getting into spring training and obviously getting ready to start, where does this sort of rank for you, given the last handful of seasons?
Yeah, I mean, I think we understand what's at stake, what had happened in 23, and then just falling a little bit short last year. Even in improving on our win total, it really doesn't matter. We didn't make the playoffs. So for ownership and management to go out and, put some money into the team and go get a guy like Corbin Burns is just it just kind of reinforces to us that we've been doing our job. We've been doing pretty well. So they tried to go out and add some guys that get us over the hump, and we're excited. So we know it's at stake, and we just want to try and finish the job.
For spring training game is about 6 days away. Sienna, what do we have right now in terms of questions from some of our fans?
Okay, so we're here with Rory and Jeremiah, and their question is for Zac.
Are you going to strike out Shohei Ohtani this year?
What did he say?
Are you going to strike out Shohei this year?
I hope so.
Okay. We're here with David, and his question's for Gabby.
Gabby, with the addition of Corbin Burns, the Jordan Montgomery, hopeful comeback player of the year, Zach, Erod, Kelly, how exciting is it for you every night to sit behind the plate? And then follow up for the pitchers on the mound, how exciting for you is it to have Gabby behind the plate?
Sienna, can you repeat, Sienna, a little bit?
That was a lot to repeat.
How excited are you to work with all these pitchers?
Did you hear it?
You can hear? Okay. I'm pretty excited to work with my guys. So add Corbin Burns to the rotation is huge for us, and I know he's a great pitcher. He's pretty good. So after all rotation is gonna be awesome to compete with everything except all divisions. We're gonna fight to win a lot of games and take Dodgers that we want.
By the way, Gabby's getting ready for his third season here. He has just been grinding his butt off, learning English during the season to the point now where he can answer questions. I know we have the great Alex Arpizzi here, but salute to you, man. Eduardo, you are about to start what's going to be your 10th season in the major leagues. You're getting close to 100 career wins. You got over 1,000 innings pitched. What have you learned kind of about yourself from when you first broke into the big leagues and what it takes to still be pitching 10 years later?
I will say so for me, it's just been, you just say like almost 10 years already, so it's been just amazing. I was with Boston first and then the Tigers and now here. It's just been a learning process every year. Every year you learn something new, even here with Zac and Merrill, I learn something every day. Guys like that always teach you, even young guys, like they always have something special that you can learn from. That's one of the main things that I learned when I was in Boston with those old guys like David Price, Porcello, like even Pedro Martinez. Those guys like that, they always teach me to have my eyes open to a new guy or somebody to just tell you something. That's the way I always been in baseball. Every time that somebody come to me and tell me, you want to tell me advice or whatever, I just take it. I just take it. If it works, I use it. If not, I just say thank you because you try to help me. So that's the way I always been see my career. And through injuries and all, and gains, injuries, I win the World Series already over there too. And I see all the experience. I went to WBC too, so I had the experience to go there and represent my country. So it's just been an amazing career, and I love it. And I just hoping to have the opportunity to win a World Series here too.
You brought up the WBC. Merrill, this is such a different offseason, when you think about the offseason prior where, over 200 innings pitched. It's a deep postseason run. I think that year started pitching for Team USA. So how does getting ready for this year maybe differ from, having such a unique and heavy workload in that year prior?
A lot less hectic, I think. And as much as I enjoyed my experience in the WBC and as much as I cherish that and how honored I am to represent my country in the USA, it's nice being able to put my whole focus back into what we're trying to do here. And obviously, like Eduardo said, our goal is to win the World Series. So it's been nice to be able to put my focus back from WBC and everything that was going on, kind of taken away from me as a D-back. It's nice being able to put my focus back in this stadium, in that mound, in that clubhouse, and for you guys as well.
And again, if you guys have questions, you can feel free to congregate over there. I know that you, Merrill, and Zac, you guys had the chance to participate on Wednesday at the Waste Management Open. We'll start with you. How did you do on 16 first and foremost? And then, there's so many celebrities and personalities there. Who were you excited to sort of meet, or what really stood out to you about that? Because I know it wasn't your first time either.
Yeah, it was good. It was, especially after last year with the weather, it was good to kind of get a little bit of a redemption. But hit 16, I'm 3 years in a row now, which is good. But no, it was good. It was a lot of fun. Just got to meet some cool people out there. I actually got to play with Torrey, so it was good to kind of spend an afternoon/morning with Torrey, just walking 18 holes, looking at his golf game.
How'd he do?
Torrey played pretty well. I've never played with him before, so the expectations, I had no expectations, but he played solid. And if he didn't play well, I wouldn't tell you guys anyway. I'm not hanging him out to dry. But yeah, it was a good day. It was a lot of fun. It's a special event. I'm just honored to be able to go out there and play, and for my third year.
Merrill, people say you have the best swing, I would say, in the org. How do you stack up against Mr. Gallen? Like, if we were putting money down on the hole, would you come out?
Second that. I would second that.
You would?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I know I got a better swing than this guy. I know that for sure. Yeah, I mean, I love golf. That day was awesome. I got to play with Michael Phelps, obviously the greatest Olympian of all time. He's a super cool guy. I'll take that title. I think there's probably, in my mind, there's one or two guys that might have a say in that. Me and Gallen have we've had some pretty good battles over the years. I still got to give him some strokes. He's getting that handicap down. I don't have to give him as many strokes as I used to, which is a good thing. But yeah, we have some fun out there. There's a lot of good golfers on our team, and that's something we really enjoy. Something we kind of bond over. We got a lot of guys that like to get out on off days and have some fun.
Yeah, definitely a great form of team bonding. I know we have a couple more questions over here. What do you got for us, Sienna?
So we're with Tony, and he has a question for Zac.
So this is for Zac, and Merrill, you can chime in on this too, but you guys have faced some really good batters throughout the years. You've been on the mound. What's the pressure compared to the tee box on 16?
Not even close.
Honestly, 16 isn't that bad because it just turns into like white noise. It's just kind of like loud. It is what it is. But the first tee shot, like teeing off the first tee of the day, I was definitely nervous. Like, yeah, it was heart was racing a little bit. So I just was wanting to get the ball in the air and not kill anybody that was standing down the side.
That's the key. Get the ball in the air. Yeah. I would take 45,000 in Texas before I'd hit a golf shot in front of people. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, we have another question from Julian. It's for Zac.
Hey, Zac, I know you faced a lot of good teams and a lot of hitters throughout your career. I was wondering, who are you most excited to face on hitter-wise this year, and who are you most excited to face team-wise this year?
That's a good one. I mean, I think the easy answer would be the Dodgers, just of what they've done this offseason and what they've added. It's always good to kind of see how we stack up with them. That's right. That's right. But from a hitter's standpoint, I don't know. I'm trying to think of guys I haven't faced yet. I mean, it's always a good battle against, the guys who are at the elite level guys and at the top, the judges, guys like that, see how you stack up. So that's always fun for me.
And I think we have time for one more question before we say goodbye to this group. Sienna?
Okay, we have two, and we're with Dominic, and they're for Zac. Okay, Dominic, go ahead and ask him.
So, how did you choose baseball, and how did it feel to hit that bird in practice?
Did you hear that?
What was the end?
It was, why did you choose baseball, and how did it feel to hit that bird during practice?
So I chose baseball. I grew up across the street from a field, like where we lived, and my dad coached and my brother played. So I was instantly hooked from the age of like 3 and never gave it up. Still love it to this day. In reference to the bird, I was the only one out there with one of our old pitching coaches, and I was in disbelief because I didn't know what happened. It was an unfortunate circumstance for the bird. But yeah, it was wild. I was screaming and yelling, and everyone was like, "What's this crazy guy? What's he talking about?" So yeah, it was odd, that's for sure.
Well, thank you so much for your questions. Guys, big round of applause for this group. We've got much more coming here this afternoon. Merrill Kelly, Eduardo Rodriguez, Zac Gallen, and Gabriel Moreno.